they'll
No.
move
Missing
you
the
to.
exhibits.
Huh?
It's missing the moving and the utility
So basic,
exhibits.
the basic stuff is 10 weeks. They'll move you to an internal apartment. 10 weeks to renovate the apartment. After that, you live rent free.
So
And
your whole life is up in the air.
And that's what they've
We
done
don't-
now.
we
The
don't even
hammers are
have to
flying
discuss
out
it
the
with us.
window.
When we've read it, we're not into it at all.
one thing I like is that it has the teeth of the Martin Act.
What
So-
provision? Because I read the Martin Act, and the provision that they're supposed to be enforcing is the one that says it's supposed to be true and accurate. That plan was not true and accurate. It was completely false and sworn to as false. And I sent it to the SEC and all 5 of their plans, actually, because they lied in all of them. So that's supposed to be true and accurate, and they're supposed to protect tenants.
I just
So how may I ask, how is it false and accurate?
Oh, the plan said that there were no screen tenants. There are
Does
screen
it know
tenants.
what?
Screen.
Screen tenants.
There are screen tenants.
Right.
It lied about the number of rent-controlled apartments. It said that
How many rent
New
control
York
apartments are there?
2.
Two.
There was a 16-page outline I did of all the falsities in that plan,
Okay.
and the engineer, the building condition report, completely false, and the engineer sought me
That's
out
right.
because of breach of the Attorney General, and me and him had a conversation with him on tape, video and audio, and he admitted that he falsified plans with intent. He works for the sponsor, the guy who's going to make $1 million. So even with all the legal fees I cost him, because I sent it to the Board of Education, Office of Professions, and even with all the legal fees I cost him, it's still worth it. But he had no idea who even signed off. That's an engineer that's out there putting false reports all over the place.
Okay.
He shouldn't have a job.
okay.
All right, so-
but wait.
So yeah,
All right, so
the Attorney General's not on our side.
I hear where you come from.
Mm.
Okay, so I represent the association, and I realize I may not have written a letter to anybody who comes to tonight's meeting, but how many people are you?
We're 8 now.
At 8?
There's only, we're
that-
down, we lost 2 tenants. Well,
They moved
3
out?
tenants. Yeah.
they
One
moved
of Don helped work out a deal.
Okay.
And the other one left because they couldn't take it anymore. And he put it in writing. He has a notarized statement he made with the Don, and he came to the DHCR conference and testified how he felt pushed out and harassed by these owners.
So how many people do you have in the association?
I've got to count them
Six?
now. No, 8.
8?
Right, me, you 3, Gabby, Frankie, Mo, Harold, and Anthony.
How many occupied apartments?
15.
15 occupied.
And one of them is a super. We actually have 9, but he's iffy because he
So,
relocated.
Do we have the forms, everybody? So, I'm part of the the compliance portion of our. We represent the free of cost, right? Free of cost to you for legal fees. There may be some costs that our clients have to incur, such as if you want to file a case and the court doesn't agree that you're low income enough, you have to pay for it. If you want an engineer, these are costs that Legal Aid Society doesn't cover. But legal representation for the cases that we take on, the HP, for example, is free. But in exchange of that, we need to determine the eligibility of each and every household as part of the tenant association. So I don't know when you last filled out the forms. There was an updated form, but if we have new members, we need to have their forms. Just want to put that out there. So at some point, if the team reaches out to anyone who hasn't filled out the forms, we're going to need them.
We should have them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, someone
Then
There's no one now.
Harold and
Someone
Anthony
Okay.
went to Don's
Yes.
office.
Yeah.
and
There's no one
filled them
Okay.
out.
Right.
And the rest of us had filled them out twice.
What about the elderly gentleman?
Well, Gerhardt, he's
Yeah, Gerhardt,
relocated because his son
2-3A.
is money hungry.
Yeah.
And that's the apartment that the hammer fell out of the window.
Yeah. In 4D.
And
Sunday in the morning, they're in the apartment
It's
working.
working.
And I cannot work. Never mind, my floors are not leveled, and I can't spread everything out and draw my charts.
What about her?
I'm in 3D. But my mother is in 1B, and she keeps falling.
Yeah.
She keeps falling, and we've mentioned that because the floors are not level. She's 80.
But Gerhardt, so Andrew's apartment and 5B, Anthony Russell got a DOB violation for exposed electrical work.
All the glass was on my fire escape. And I knocked on the window because, first of all, no one should have been in that apartment, especially now on a Sunday. Sunday morning, it's not 7